Hello everybody. Here to share today, so very interesting topic. It's hot in the market right now, the guru. So yeah, the gurus. And in order to speak in regards to my experience with gurus, I'm gonna give you a little idea of my background and how everything came around on my life. And it's actually a really good time to talk about this because probably the worst gurus I met in my life, it happened in South Florida where I'm standing right now. So that's why I feel kind of inspired to share this information, this video today. So I'm going to be very kind in your words and strive my best to allow you to understand what I mean with this message. So I come from a background where my mom was extremely, like what we call the spiritual type, you know. She was really into all kinds of ceremonies and taking us to workshops, groups, you know, Hare Krishna, Jewish, African, Native, you know, we're going to take some ayahuasca. My mother put us through so many experiences, like from the age of a baby, a newborn, and so on. And she really much always believed that the healing was elsewhere. She always had to get somebody, do something, and I see myself on that. I actually will talk about the part that I actually had to go through that process in order to forgive my mother and forgive myself and fully understand this. So she just would do this, and eventually, you know, my mom had cancer and so many, you know, issues like kidney issues and diabetes and so on, and her whole life was always towards like, how are we gonna do this, and I'm gonna meet this person, we're gonna go there, and I see so many actually of my friends still and people that I know doing this. As I said, I've done it myself. So that experience later on, of course, had to come back to my life because I judged my mom. I really did, especially when I was 23 years old and I was already living in the United States. And then I was married, and my mom died, you know. I was 8 months pregnant. And that was like, boom. And at the time I wasn't prepared. I mean, I wasn't at all. I was young and, you know, it was just crazy. So, at that moment, what I did, it was just like, be really sad first, but then all that converted to a terrible childish judgment. Like, I started, you know, blaming my mom for everything, like for how she was eating and, you know, the fact that she was looking for gurus and didn't take care of her health and that she didn't pursue the natural medicine. I had just so much internally, and I really literally spelled out her spirit out of my home, and I didn't want to connect. I really disconnected from what we call spirituality, which is like, you know, wearing my feathers and getting out there or being in nature. I just choosing to just, you know, get some job and work hard, you know. I eventually got this big corporate job, and I worked myself up there and disconnected. And I never forget her for a long time. And then when I'm 21, you know, cancer hit me, and I had already left the father of my son. I don't like to use the ex-husband. I mean, those labels drive me crazy. The father of my son. So we separated in '09. So comes 2011, you know, I have this cancer going in a really dramatic relationship with a Latin, you know, jealous and rude and all this energy, you know. I was not into plant medicine at all. It was like corporate and into alcohol, just completely different life. My apartment on the beach and really busy, working 60, 80 hours a week, you know, crazy stuff, totally different person. So cancer came around, and I had a lot of ego then, you know. I didn't want to really share that with my family. I was like, I'm going to do this, you know. I'm going to make it different than my mom. And as they go through the process of detoxing and clearing, I also had fears. I was like, for some reason, I decided to follow my mother's path. I ended up going looking for gurus. That's what I did, guys. I went out and actually even contacted a friend who directed me to this guru. I would say one of the most dangerous people I ever met in a planet. Um, Powerful individual, capable of saying things that you never would imagine anybody know, and things like that nature. But he uses in a way that he will always get you, there to spend more money, keep you under fear, and do this. You got to do this work. You got to do that. And then I start seeing myself on my mom, and my savings is going away. I was no longer on that corporate job. Guess what? I had to slow down. I was under fear. I wasn't even realizing. So cancer is cured. I'm kind of like giving him that bonus, like it had something to do with it. But really, it was just my lifestyle change that did everything. For a long time, he kept me on that hook, and so another healer. So finally, I was able to let it go of that. I changed residences, life, friends. I never contacted again. 6 months later, that same guy tried to strangle me, came inside of my car, like crazy stuff, just like so much. I'm very grateful for my friends here and the people who supported me through that time. Like, you guys are like, whoa, incredible, because some people were probably thinking that I was going crazy, that lady with the convertible car and the apartment on the beach and some house somewhere, and I knew I didn't want to go corporate. I was going through this awakening. So I was like, oh my gosh, and he's so powerful. Oh my gosh, you're gonna do something. Oh my gosh, I might get affected. And I was under so much fear, could not progress. I had this anxiety all the time because I was disconnected from my heart. I forgot that I was a God myself, and I was fully connected to this earth, and that we all here hold the same amount of power, and it's about how much you cultivate, within your heart. What's the intention? And that's what makes us very, powerful here. So once I start tapping to that, like into simple stuff, like, just planting and going to the beach, doing beach cleanup, whatever. I was seeing healing, to putting a seed in the ground, to just connect to an animal, and hugging a tree, like other stuff. I really don't have a religion, I love going to temples though, and some Chinese temple we spend time, and detox, or some Krishna temple we spend time. I respect everyone's beliefs and religion. However, I do believe if I connect to a healer or a space and so on, I gotta feel heart. I gotta feel, that really welcome, embracing hug, that it's not about what you're giving me today, what you drive, how you're gonna pay me, In regards to gurus, also what I found out when I was sick, like a lot of them that seemed like really nice, like they were not really available to help unless you're gonna spend a lot of money. So then I had to decide, like, how am I gonna bring this to the world? What am I gonna do? Who am I? I don't know. I figured out every day something new about myself. I love so many things, People say you have too many causes. I do, because I'm embracing the planet. Like, my project is all about, Love Cycle is all about, connecting to the earth and connecting to nature. So nature right now needs help in every area, man, every element. It's just so much. So that's what I've been doing. I'm just like so happy to do that. And to go to people's home and, teach them how to make like a plant-based, milk bottle that's powerful for their babies, and make some soap, make my own stuff, and sharing that perspective with people, because automatically as they learn, they also heal with the planet. So for me, it became this whole cycle of love that it just never ends, and I love it, and the abundance comes, and everything comes, and the problems are not, and nothing really fazes me or hurts so much anymore, because I'm just so true to it. Like, I feel it with my heart. And I could actually tell that because I see myself, like, when I get angry now, like, I was observing, when do I lose it? And it's usually when people are like, I don't want to say, like, trashing the planet. How about that? I don't like the trash word. I think we don't need to have trash. Like, we can reuse everything. Like, so they're trashing the planet. I saw myself like this past week, upset with a friend, and because I thought it was ridiculous that he was taking a bag. It's like, why? there are boxes in the store. We just get one, you know. So even in that, I find a healing to just pursue my activism and get people empowered to just see that like one little thing can make a difference. As much one person is stepping into your life can make a whole lot difference. So all of us are making a difference and changing and going through this whole process of healing. I'm just grateful that now I really don't waste it so much too. Like, I see who is ready for it, you know, for that curve. I don't want to see myself angry anymore over people trashing the planet. I just want to make a difference anyways, but it happens. I feel so connected to the planet. Right now I wear the planet, you know, I don't buy jewelry, I make my own, and you know, I get silly, and maybe that's why people think, you know, she's the guru, the witch, whatever it is. No, I'm just connected, and I found purpose with that, and I get supported, you know, by that, like, because it's all connected to each other. It's no less or more. Like, who messed up more? That president? That lady who cheated? This bad mother? That bad father? She drank too much? He is powerful and manipulative? Guys, a baby can be manipulative. A 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, anything. Everything has an agenda. Everything. However, when the intention is good, there's no lie between here and there. And if you're connected to your nature, you will feel it when that person walks your space. If the intention is good or not. And that's all it's about. Nobody wakes up and say, I want to just mess up everything and be this bad person, you know. There's this stuff there, man. The download on a matrix is powerful. It is to keep people under fear, not just the gurus. I'm talking about everything when it comes to food, medication, you know, media, everything. Even a good friend, the sweetest friend, due to personal traumas and, you know, programming and so on, might throw a poisoning arrow at you, like just an arrow. Just some people are not ready to receive, you know, maybe become a trauma, whatever that person said. I'm gonna give you an example. I was just in the Bahamas, swimming away, you know, 2 weeks in the Caribbean, heart opens, feeling so good. I think this amazing San Pedro trip right in the morning after my meditation. The ocean is incredible, the sun is out, my heart is opening, San Pedro is so opening. Then I'm getting ready, you know, I'm gonna go snorkel and check it out to the turtles and the sharks, you know, that adventure day. And I was preparing for this beautiful day. Then the captain turned around to me and said, you better be careful, young lady. You look like very excited, but there are a lot of turtles there, and they're big, and they'll eat even people. Let me tell you, those are wild turtles. And I'm like, I never heard of turtles that attack people. So I get down the water, go down, and you know, I'm looking around, and finally I see a turtle, and then I see another one, and I see many, and all of them had a baby shark. Some of them like 2 or 3. But all of them had a baby shark. And I was like, what is this? My first thought was like, maybe they captured the baby sharks. They're going to eat them. And I was like, you silly, snap it out. What you doing? You got caught on that program? You're so crazy. No, those are grandmothers. They're just simply embracing the baby sharks. That the bad parents, the big sharks, left behind. So those turtles teach them how to survive, and they go there and rub on the turtle, stay on the back on the turtle, swim under, and it's like they have their own like loving grandmother. It's just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. So then I went to see how just like the minimum talk sometimes can create patterns, silly patterns. So It's not that that person is bad or had bad intention. They're living their own experience. Now, you gotta know who you are and what you can do and be in such a beautiful way that none of that can really fade you. Like an experience of somebody with a lion is totally different than mine. Like I'm so open to nature that I can be in the same room with any animal. I love it. I love it. I sing to them, I connect to them, I eye gaze, with iguana, with anything. So, personal experience. Traumas are out there, let me tell you, we all have. Now, how are you taking in? How are you processing that? How are you giving that back to the planet? Is it positive? Is it constructive? Is it kind? Does it have a personal gain? Just be clear. It's okay. We all need to exchange. I need to make money too, right? We all do. But are we clear? Are you feeling used? Why? Let's talk about that. Are you feeling in any way? The guru will bring you back to yourself. The guru will put you back to nature, to who you are, and say, go meditating, go within, because that's where it's at. And then, if you decide to take other people like I do, I learn from elders, natives, and so on. I respect their traumas. I have many people that I learn from that I do not want their programming and patterns. However, I love the knowledge that they share with me. And I can now separate that. I know many people that are not ready to receive teaching or an extended amount of, health wisdom or wellness wisdom, whatever you want to call it, so I don't even waste it anymore. A lot of my friends know that I can go crazy, give information regards health and so on. I drive them crazy. Come in here, I'll cook for you. Hey, I got these herbs, you should take this. I just get crazy. And I'm getting better, I promise. Staying positive, staying consistent, it's very important on natural medicine, breathing, yoga, natural healing to be consistent, to stick to the practice. And I know myself that I can slip out of it any given day. It's a powerful matrix. It's catching up there. So what we want to do is stay, I feel like for me it's working to stay neutral, accepting, process the energy through the earth, and not necessarily judge, because at the end it always brings the karma. Anything that we try to control outside of ourselves is really bad karma, guys. It's like you can tell an alcoholic that it's bad to be drunk every day, of your life, until he's willing to make a shift. Really, it won't happen until he's willing. Yeah, the individual got want to do so. So, yeah, today I want to just throw it out, this message out there. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for all, my new activities and, being so much into nature. This past, 5-6 years has been, so incredible. I learned so much, good things, not feeling a victim, and feeling, good about this, so. I think this is good. I feel complete. Thank you for listening. I know it's a long video. However, I'm just, happy to cross this portal tomorrow. The Lionsgate portal. So asking us for get in touch with our solar, what you came here for, what you gonna give it out that no sword. I swear, I'm so excited. There is so much to do in the planet, so many good missions and invitations and things and portals opening. Right now it's just a time of truth, and being ourselves, whatever that is. And as far as this good intention, man, I'm with you. I'm down to support any sustainable, organic, project for this planet, because I just love it. I'm making my goal to just go back home this year, tap into some good time with my family, do some more internal healing, see where we're at, and kick some projects on my country, go to the Amazonian, this year has just been like a bliss already. Like, it's just beautiful that I have my passport and everything running to make it happen. Like, the universe has been so kind to me. And there are bad people out there, it's harsh out there. However, let me tell you, if you make it happy, like right here, and if you don't get here, get no here, whoa. Yeah. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. I honor you. I honor myself. I am grateful. I'm thankful. Thank you so much. Namaste.